Hey everybody, it's W again. I wanted to make this video about ATL skills specifically. I want to look at this presentation. So I'm looking at our Google Classroom for your grade level for the project, and I went to part 2, and I'm just opening this this presentation. All right, so if we real quick go down to part 2. So look, so part 2 tells us what was also in the description here, right? That we're supposed to choose ATL skills. Okay, we're supposed to choose ATL skills that we believe apply to us, and then do two things. Explain how the ATL skills were applied to help achieve the learning goal. Remember the learning goal that you set in part 1. And then also explain how the ATL skills were applied to help achieve the product. All right, what on earth does that actually mean? So look, let me go to this. Miss Thompson shared this graphic that was really helpful. And this graphic just shows us that all ATL skills fall under 5 basic categories, okay? Self-management, communication, social, research, and thinking. And then under each category, you have the purple, that's all of the different ATL skills. So as an example, if I am, let's say the passion I have is dance, and the cause is women's heart health, right? So my passion is dance, and the cause that's important to me, the way I want to change the world, is by way of women's heart health. I chose to teach a women's dance class for like my mom's age group, and maybe give some meal plans, right? Like to help with heart health. Well, if I'm looking at ATL skills, I see communication skills. I feel like that applies, right? Because I had to exchange thoughts and messages. I had to prepare the meal plans in a way that made sense for the women because they're working moms, right? I had to use organizational skills, managing time and tasks. Clearly, where is it? I use creative thinking skills. Do you see up here under thinking, there's creative thinking skills? Because I had to actually do the choreography. I had to think about the fact that the women in my class are not all my age, right? They're my mom's age. So I got to think about their health. I can't have really, really fast music, or the choreography shouldn't be insanely quick. I also used a little bit of media literacy skills, right? Media literacy, we're talking about using software like the music, the editing tools, the Canva that I made my menus on, and information literacy. You could definitely argue information literacy also, right? So that's a bunch. I think I just named like 5 or 6 ATL skills. So if I go back and look at the requirement, explain how the ATL skills were applied to help achieve my learning goal. So in my case, my learning goal was about the dietary impact of food choices on women my mom's age and their heart health. So when it comes to my skills, I use my research skills to help me get through that, to learn about that. I used my information literacy skills, and I used my creative thinking skills. Okay, those are 3 ATL skills that I should put towards part 1. Roman numeral I or 1 under part 2 of my paper. The next one, explain how the ATL skills were applied to help achieve the product. So look, so we talked about my social skills with collaborating, right? We talked about my communication skills with communicating with the women in my class. We talked about my organizational skills when I came up with the menus and the schedules for class, right? And then the creative thinking skills I used to actually create the dances. And you could also argue my media literacy skills were used to create the menus, right? All of those fall under Roman numeral 2, under part 2 for my paper. I think most students that I'm talking to are not giving yourself enough credit, all right? Look at this graphic. It's an easy, quick way of figuring out the ATL skills, but I also gave you this one that's a little bit longer, okay? So for each ATL skill, you'll see a lot more writing here. It's all here. So take advantage of the tools that you have, and if you need something more, please email me. Just remember, if you email me, then it needs to say MYP project in the subject line so I know how I can help. All right, guys, good luck. See you soon.